we're starting with obstacles. Always obstacles, always new beginnings. So let's take the gesture of new beginnings, which is the Ushas Mudra, where you weave your fingers together. Just let your hands rest in your lap. Come in to just a settling, easy pose. Weaving fingers. Your waist is lengthened. Just let your awareness come to those sides of your body, just creating some height and uprightness so that energy can flow up and down the spine. Let your body relax, your eyes relax, your brain relax. Just breathe and be. Letting all that is not the practice just fall away for this time. Set this time aside as much as you can for healing and wellness and strength. And breathe out once more. Release your hands and take your arms back so your fingers are back. To begin with, just lean back into your arms and hands. Let your chest stretch, the fronts of the shoulders. Your gaze starting to come softly towards the tip of your nose, or still the eyes rest. Just start to stretch the breath into those even waves with sound through the nose. And then carefully, one hand at a time, start to turn your fingers forward. So spin your fingers towards the front, elbows back. This is a lot like the chaturanga position. The elbows hug towards each other, the hands spiral outward. Lean back, bend your elbows, and lift your heart. So that spiraling outward energy in the hands spreads the chest. Breathe, neck neutral and comfortable. One more time, move your breath. Press your hands, lean forward. Come to side bend to the right. Let your top elbow bend. Just beginning practice, compassion, easy, waking up the body, seeking those good sensations and releasings. Inhale, lift your face up towards the sky. Exhale, go over to your side. And then coming upright to the other side. Mindful transition, find your way in. Feel that lengthening in the right waist. Face forward to begin. And then breathe out. Next time you breathe in, turn your gaze upward. Exhale, find your range of motion in your side bend. Press your hand, breathe in, come up right into easy twist. So take the arms across, tall spine. Reach for your opposite knee, other hand behind you, and look back. Practice each shape where your body needs to be today. So that is how we grow, how we take care of our bodies in the practice, is just to work with yourself, but also have a little energy of wanting to grow, wanting to be stronger. It's a little bit of that will, softened by compassion and patience. And let's say goodbye to that side as you exhale, come back to center. A brief stillness. And the second side, tall spine first, reach across, other hand behind, gaze back to any degree. Let's cultivate Uddiyana Bandha, if not already. That's the low belly towards the spine. Drawing in and up. Relax, enjoy your breathing. Let it sit. Let one more breath have a little of that energy of growth and finding the just right place for today to finish here. And exhale when you're ready, coming back to center. Rearrange your legs or just change the cross of your legs if you would like. Bring your hands to your heart. Bow your forehead down, tuck your chin deeply, stretch your neck. Shoulders down off the ears. Bring your brain to your heart. Inhale, lift your chin. Vakratanda Mahakaya Koti Surya Samaprabha Navignyam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryesu Sarvada. And release your legs so that you can draw in your knees. Tuck your chin. So we can all do this safely, I think. So if you tuck your chin and roll back, just control your roll back a little bit so your head and neck never come to the floor. Draw your knees in. Straighten out your legs and draw them in towards you. Release your head carefully to the ground. Your feet away, your hands together at that same angle. Turning on our fire inner core a little bit here. Just trying to find strength from your center. Relax into that effort. Let it be so the breath stays steady and even. And then bring your knees in. Let your low back lengthen. Take another deep breath. Keep your neck long. Cross your ankles either way. A little energy back and then coming back up to seated. Just use your arms, use your momentum. Keep that momentum. Cross your ankles and release your legs back. Carefully spread your hands under your shoulders and then take your right leg straight back. Low belly tones. Press through your heel. Create nice sensation. Press the earth away. Breathe out once more. And release your knee to the floor. Second side. Tone the belly. Reach back through your heel. Warming up into plank, so feeling free to refine your hands. The fingers spreading the circle of the palm, grounding the heels of the hands, bearing most of the weight. And just one more exhale. Come to plank. Maybe it's on your knees, walking back. It's working for everybody. Pop up to your toes if you can. Use your breath for support as you build your strength and vitality. See if you can lower your hips to flat. And then lift up your hips and walk your feet in for a downward dog hello beginning. Maybe lift up your fingers and release them back down. Release your head. Nice upward flying low belly. Work your weight back into your legs. So we draw the weight up to the hips and then down to the feet. Breathe out again. Weight goes back to the feet. Breathe in, shift your weight forward, and then step your feet forward. Come to your halfway lift, hands wherever they reach today. Inhale. Exhale slowly, forward fold, whatever that is for today. For beginning, just release your spine. Inhale, press your feet, come up to standing. Roll your shoulders back. Spread the feet, spread the toes. Hands by your sides. Warming up the shoulders. Roll your shoulders in, so go forward and the thumbs go inward. Thumbs go outward, shoulders go outward. So let this warm up all the way from the hands to the shoulders. Roll in, roll open, close, curl, and then open, extend, and relax to neutral. Let's do some swims. We can all probably imagine getting in the water, just doing a little freestyle. You want to step your legs a bit wider. Just enjoy this process for a few moments. Just your own rhythm, your own range of motion. Just letting your shoulders move, release tension, and adjust my camera just a little bit. Just keep up with that. And then come to stillness, and we'll go backwards. With extra mindfulness, it can be a little bit more crunchy this way, so work gently and swim backwards, one arm at a time. Perhaps imagining the beautiful sky above you, the sun shining on you, the water all around you. And do an even number and come back to stillness. And inhale, reach up your arms. Exhale, forward fold. So the breath, the time it takes to fold in is the time it takes to breathe out. Try to match them. Halfway lift, inhale, wherever your hands reach. Bend your knees and spread your hands. Take your legs back. Plank pose, establish. And then bring down your knees. Working with our strength in chaturanga, we can all build this strength slowly. Hug your elbows in, bend, and just release a few times. Just dipping down, straightening. Feel how your whole body strength is helping you here. One more time. Dip down. Inhale, straighten your arms and bring your belly forward and down. Carefully come to an upward dog. Roll your inner thighs up. Keep your knees down. Wherever you are with this, take care of your body. And carefully release to tabletop. And back to quarter dog pose. Sink back to your heels. Let your head come down. The arms stay grounded and reaching, but they relax. Let your forehead center rest downward, even touching the floor. And one more, exhale. Inhale up. So you want to be at an extended table with the arms away from you enough so there's room to bring your belly forward. So this little flowing through, bend your elbows, dip down, your own degree. Let your inhale bring you to the upward dog shape. On the knees are lifted. And then flip over your feet and stay in downward dog for 5. I know some of y'all probably come to my class so that you don't have to do a lot of chaturangas, but I think it's important for us to do a little work on that for all of us. It can really help with back pain to be strong there. So we can all practice at our own level. Breathe out, long spine. Breathe in, shift forward, step forward, half lift pose, inhaling. Slowly exhale, enjoy lots of time to fold in, curl your head towards your legs. Next time you breathe in, press your feet, release your arms up, In, breathe out, release back down to center. Shoulders down off the ears. Take a free breath. Surya Namaskar. Bowing to the sun, breathing in, reaching up. Draw your low belly in as you fold forward, so you curl over that hollowing. Halfway lift, inhale. A little weight forward shift into the balls of the feet. Go forward to go back. Bend your knees. Take just your right leg back on chandrasana so that back knee comes down. Find your low lunge. One more deep breath. And release your left leg back. Trying that again, that little flow through, a little dip down. Inhale, stretch into your up dog. Flip over your feet, downward dog, or the quarter dog. Work with your energy. Head hangs free like a peach on a tree. And there's one more exhalation. That flying upward in the low belly helps you take your other leg forward. This one. Roll back your shoulders, your neck is free here. There's a forward energy in the knee and the heart. Breathe again deeply. Transition to both feet on the floor and forward fold. Halfway lift, extend your spine. Exhale. Press your feet, keep that extended spine. Rise and reach. Exhale, stand tall. Release your arms. Take your fingers to those front points of your pelvis. So there's your low belly drawing inward. Fold forward, bend your knees as you need. Elbow hold is always fine, or slip your fingers under your toes. Come to the roots of your fingers or to your wrists. Hatha Hastasana, forward fold. So let your legs do what they need to do, and then curl your spine forward, drawing the fingers out but not letting them go. Work as deeply as you can and still feel really good. One more breath. Exhale, go a little bit deeper and think about it. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release your hands back to your waist. And then sink your hips down, bend your knees. We're gonna come up into elephant pose. Elbows and hands together. Thumbs at the third eye, hips low. Grounded and stable. Concentrate deeply on the shape and the breath. And exhale again. Press into your feet, release your hands to center. Enjoy a free breath. Preparing for triangle pose and half moon pose to the right. So if you have a block or something, you want to place it out by your right foot as you turn out on your mat. So turn out so you have space, turning your back foot towards the back of the room or mat, and turn your other foot in slightly. So place your block ahead of your foot, or I'll work without a block myself so you can see that too. Triangle first, reach your arms. Hello, friend. Exhale, how are you today? Over and down. Make refinements and then reach your arms, radiate from your belly center. Counting about 5 breaths if that helps your mind. Come into the pose. Holding these actions and releasing any unnecessary tension. Let a breath finish. Use inhale, reverse your torso and arms. Half moon, very similar position. We need to shift into the front foot and front leg straight. So you can just work with that energy of lifting out, pick up your back leg and toes if possible, and then reach your arms. So you can hold your waist to help you find stability, or just try to like flying into the pose. So I'm going to try again and stop talking. Give yourself a little time. Take another breath if you can, if you found some steadiness. Bend your front knee and come down. Take a moment just to let that be. Take your block over to the other side if you're using it. Come to triangle first. Turning out your left leg. Reach your arms, breathe in. Breathe out, over and down. So we want to train the body to activate the bandhas so that we can use them even when we're not thinking about them. Remember to release tension you don't need. Your face, your hands, where is it? And breathe out again. Breathe in, come up. Transition to half moon. Again, soften what you don't need. Steady your eyes and breath. Keep trying. Starting to get a little tired in the standing leg. Let that knee bend and softly land, turning to wide parallel feet. Pin your heels off the back edge of your mat if you like. For some, just those two surfaces can give nice stability. Come out to a comfortable feeling width between your feet. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Breathe out, go forward and down. Let your knees bend as they need to. Walk your hands in between your feet and reach your neck long. Shoulders up into the body. Low belly up into the body. Feel the gravity just create space between the bones of the spine. Reach the top of your head towards the earth. One more exhale. And then inhale slightly, come over to your right leg with both of your arms. And just having a nice release here. You used my neti pot earlier and then there's water coming out of my head. That's better. Exhale. Other side. It's okay to stop and take care of yourself, even if you're in the middle of a pose. Those distractions can be an obstacle to enjoying your pose. Self-care, one more breath here. Make your way to center. Make your way up to standing. And relax. Coming forward again, this time with the cow face pose arms. So take up your right arm, bring it back behind, bend your elbow so it comes behind your skull. Reach out your left arm, dive your thumb back and go back in space. Bend your elbow. So we try to touch the spine with both hands and work them towards each other. Then breathe in, lengthen. Try to keep this shape as you fold forward. Trying to keep the elbows lifted. One more time. Exhaling here. Inhaling, coming up. But stay and take a breath at the top. Release both of your arms. Make sure your feet are still comfortably wide and parallel, maybe a little bend in the knees and straighten. Second side, left arm back, thumb up. Bend your elbows, come behind your skull. Thumb down, other arm, back in space, bend the elbow. Again, find the spine, whether it's the back of the head, the neck, or the spine elsewhere. Work your hands together as much as they'll come today. Wherever that is fine. Lengthen and lift. Fold forward, exhale. Keep your elbows. Breathe deeply. Exhale, finishing depth. Inhale, come up. And release your arms with mindfulness. Bend your knees and step to the top of your mat, top third. Take your right leg back, chandrasana. So we have on the back toes, lunge. Finding balance. Hold your center. Transition to warrior A by angling that back heel down towards the center of the mat, bringing the hips to the front again. Hands together, bring them up, shoulders down, gaze up. You can make little refinements and then hold steady. Pour as much energy in as you would like. One more time, breathe deeply. Exhale, hands down. Straighten out your front leg and come weave your fingers behind your back. Inhale, stretch the arms back and fold forward. Mindful of the shoulders, you can leave your arms resting or take them away from your body. So we have a wide stance, Parsvottanasana variation. Let the feet spread. One more deep breath. Find your way in. Use your inhale to come all the way up and out. Release your fingers. Press your legs and step forward. Second side. Nice to hold the center. To square the pelvis forward and to remind us to use our center strength. Chandrasana. Steady, strong and open, grounded. Exhale, release the back heel down and return the pelvis to the front. Warrior A, arms up, hands together. Try to infuse your pose with energy. Activate the muscles of your arms. Strongly breathe. See what happens when you ask your body to energize. And next time you breathe out, release your arms, straighten your front leg, keep the pelvis forward, release your arms behind, change the weave of your fingers to the less natural side. Draw your hands back, stretch the shoulders and chest. Forward fold so you can soften that stretching and fold. And then re-explore, taking the arms away or not, just letting the chest stretch open. Four, one more deep wave of breath. Release any gripping in your feet if you can. Use inhale energy to come up and out. Exhale, release your hands. Turn sideways on your mat again and bend your right knee. Side lunge, so angled out 45 degrees. Come down to rest on your leg or touch the floor. And let's see about spinning to the back heel and picking up the toes today, if possible. Four, exhale. Exhale again. Second side, so go ahead and angle your foot. Let your knee come out into side lunge. Lift up and spin your heel. Lift up your toes if possible. If it brings too much pressure to your heel or whatever, it's okay. We're here to take care of ourselves, to release stress and not create more, just positive stress. One more time, breathe out. And release, coming up. Top of your mat again. Trying the revolved half moon pose. Hands back to that center. Find a steady spot on the floor for your eyes. 4 to 6 feet out. So like warrior C, keep the hips level, reach your right leg back. And you can stay like this, or explore twisting over towards the left, shift your gaze. Revolved half moon. Remember to try again if you need to come out. Just a little longer. Energize. And then release. Let it be. Settle. Other side. We're going to calm our energy when we need to. So shifting into your right leg now. Lift your back leg. Find your gazing spot. Arms out to the sides. Or keeping that one hand on the waist. And then turn your head, turn your gaze. Six, 2 more breaths if you can. And release. Draw your arms into your sides, be still. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, reach for the earth. Inhale, horizon, half lifting. Walk my hands forward a bit, bend knees and step the legs back. Come to forearms, so you might need to bring your knees down to do that, and that's fine. So come to your forearms, hands flat, belly in, and try to straighten yourself out onto your forearms. Forearm plank. Feel the legs really active. Knees are down if you need them. And then walk your feet in, drop your head, and come to dolphin pose. So head hangs down, arms stay the same. Feel the breath, slow down. One more time. And then walk your feet back away from you and bring your belly carefully to the ground. See if you can keep your arms Same position, Sphinx pose. Release your toes. It's okay if you need to walk your elbows away. Settle the gaze at the tip of the nose. Feel the gentle movement of your belly as you breathe. Meditative mind. Just one more breath. Walk one arm at a time out and come to rest on your right side, resting your head on your arm. Create a little space for your head by bending your elbow. Find your side body balance. And bend your top knee, reach back. So your palm down, reach for the outside of your foot or your ankle. And then bring your pelvis forward, create a little half bow. Let your body appreciate the support from the earth here. And then begin to draw your heel towards your hip. So stretching the front of the thigh to your own degree. Once more, explore. Don't create too much sensation, just right sensation. Release that hold of your leg and roll belly and then other side. Support your head. Just let your head rest. Find your balance on your side body. Soften what you can. Just a gentle core engagement. And keep your palm down on your top arm. Bend your knee. Take the outside of your foot or ankle. And just let the foot rest into the hand. And that's going to create a little bit of that back bend shape. The pelvis comes forward a little bit. The rib cage lifts. Nice opening across the front of the body, front of shoulder, front of the leg. And next time you breathe out, draw your heel towards your hip to any degree, further stretching the front of the thigh, front of the shoulder, really compassionate and careful. Keep your face soft, your breath soft and steady here. Releasing stress, increasing our ability to release stress. Let go of your body in that action. Come back to your belly, just for a little release on the belly. Wide feet, support your head on your chin, either side or forehead. Shoulders down into the body. In the Yoga Sutras, the first obstacle that Patanjali talks about out of the 9 is health. And one of the best things we can do for ourselves is reduce stress, because stress causes a lot of disease. So having these tools to come into the body and the breath in the yoga, in the physical practice, creating a strong, healthy, and vital system so that we can look deeper. So welcome strength and health and vitality Practice letting go. As you breathe out next time, just do a little shimmy with your body, make a nice imprint on the earth. Now we'll transition to seated position. You draw your hands in by your chest so that hugging the elbows in, spiraling outward energy in the hands. Press forward and down, keep the elbows in, come on up. You could go to the up dog or straight to the back and the down dog. Or the quarter dog. Let's try applying that. Fill the body with energy. One more breath. Keep your hips high, shift your weight forward, cross your ankles and come through and sit down. Stretch out your legs. And bending in your right knee. Space between the legs, sit tall. And twisting, Marichasana, C. Hold your knee, find to take an arm back if you like. So keep that knee right over the ankle. The other leg is activated. One more breath. Exhale, release to center. Change sides, lean back, balance briefly. And activate your right leg straight and your left foot down, knee over the ankle, sit tall. Exhale, twist. So creating as deep of a twist as feels good to you. One more breath is 5. Use your exhale to relax back to center. And trying something else for the other side. So now take your left leg that's bent and bring it across the right leg. Use both arms over here on the right side. We're going to roll over to that side a bit so your right foot can roll out. Just use your arms for support. Just create an interesting sensation. So I feel this line across the back of my right leg and hip and low back. Focusing on that lateral body. Just be curious and careful. Be soft and breathe once more. Maintain the actions, but soften the efforts. Release back to center. Left leg straight, right leg bends in and comes steps across. Both arms over to the left. Roll the left leg out to the side a bit. Use the arms to stay uplifted. So just pay attention to that lateral body, the outside of your left leg, hip and waist, low back. Find your steadiness, breathing. 3, 4. A little more room to explore here on that last breath. See if there's a little more space. And relax and release. If you have a towel or a blanket, I just got a regular bath towel today. And so you can roll this to any degree. So if you know you like a bigger back bend, you can take a bigger roll. But to start, just do a small roll. And then bring your body to rest upon that roll. So the roll is behind your heart. Shoulder blades on that support, head rests down. Arranging yourself over that lift. If it's too big, come off to the side and come up. It might just be the thickness of the blanket is enough for you. If that feels reasonable for today, let's let that be. And come to easy cross legs with the legs. Just fold them in one way. You'll feel a little bit of an arching in the low back. That's okay. Let your arms open out. So you want a nice opening across the heart, the front of the chest and shoulders. Supporting an openness where we have a tendency to round our spines. Coming into the last quarter of our practice today, so let yourself really just enjoy the settling and finishing. Letting the breath and the heart settle down from our moving around poses. Let's change the cross of the legs to the other way. Just have an openness to how that feels. You can stack your legs or have it be more loose. Let your palms be open to the sky and the fingers softly curled. Let the breath slow down and deepen. Let's focus the breath into that prop behind the heart, into that upper back. Middle upper back, we'll say. Just bringing awareness and breath energy into any sensations there. And one more leg position, Baddha Konasana, so release so that your feet come together, the soles touch, the knees open. Let's lift the arms out like a cactus, the Savaro style, elbows bent, hands up towards the head, but resting on the floor. Deep breath into the chest and the back. Exhale, let the weight awareness come down towards the feet. Softly rest the feet into each other. Slow the breath down again. Really settle in, land. One more deep breath, so wait for one to finish. Enjoy inhaling deeply. Let the arms stretch overhead as you do that inhale. As you exhale, release your elbows down and your knees together. And come over carefully to your side, like when we come out of Shavasana, to release your prop. And then lie back down. Just have that prop available if you have one. Aligning on your back. Lift your right leg up into the air. Lift your left leg up into the air. Palms down, low. Do a little sky walking. Bring your legs down lower. Just notice how you get more range of motion. If your legs are lower, your hips have more room. And then come right up to the sky and take those little sky steps. And then let's scissor the legs side to side. The mind in that relaxed state, soft between the ears. Perhaps the third eye activating here as you gaze upward. Breathing and sensing that space between the eyebrows, that calming point. And exhale, let your feet rest into each other. So if you have a rolled up prop, it's one prop you can use for legs up, or continue your lift up to shoulder stand if you like. But I used that same roll that I had under my back and just placed it under my hips to give them a little bit of a tilt, a little lift. Let your arms rest where they feel supportive. So being especially mindful with shoulder stand and making sure that it's appropriate for your body before you practice. But this one we can all do. Eyes relax, breath slow and steady. Feel an exhale. Then let's inhale slowly together. And exhale slowly. Bend your knees, draw them to your chest. Lift your hips up enough to remove your roll if you have one under there. Take your hands behind the folds of your knees and just let the low back spread. Deep breath again. And then release so that your knees are right over your hips and come over to twist. So another time we can use that blanket support is between the knees here, if you would like. Keep the knees stacking and then turn your head away. Make little refinements so that you can relax. But in this position with the pelvis and the legs, we bring the twist up into that space behind the heart. Let your focus be there. If you've gotten into a big striving sort of mentality here of trying to find your deepest twist, which is fine, now soften that energy back into just being soft in your twist. Deeply breathe again. And return to your center. Keep your prop between your knees if you'd like to use it on the other side. So start with your knees over your hips, arms down for support. Come over to the other side. Just let your feet stack or just rest together. And then look away. Let your arms and hands just find where they feel nice resting. If you would like to try to find a little depth in the twist, just do a little striving, a little adding energy a bit. And then when you breathe out, soften back. Just let yourself rest in a gentle place with the work. Slow, deep breathing. And without any judgment, next time you breathe in, go really slowly and just try to amaze yourself with this ability we have, this ability to take in a lot of breath. And when a nice feeling of fullness comes to you, slow your exhale down. Release just a little bit at a time. And when it is fun, breathe in and come back to your center. Release your prop and stretch out your legs. You can keep your prop for access. Resting on the back of your body. Make sure that your spine has length. Use your prop if you like, under your knees, under your head. Whatever allows you to release. Making sure everything can rest comfortably, that energy can flow comfortably. Let the breath be soft. Stay resting on your back. Meditation, so I've heard, is best accomplished if you entertain a certain strict posture. Frankly, I prefer just to lounge under a tree. So why should I think I could ever be successful? Some days I fall asleep or land in that even better place, half asleep, where the world, spring, summer, autumn, winter, flies through my mind in its hearty ascent and its uncompromising descent. So I just lie like that while distance and time reveal their true attitudes. They never heard of me and never will or ever need to. Of course, I wake up finally thinking how wonderful to be who I am, made out of earth and water, my own thoughts, my own fingerprints, all that glorious temporary stuff. Stretch your breath again, just to release the stillness. Let your body reach out as it likes, releasing stillness, and then pausing in stillness again. Release your throat. Stretch deeply into your body with your breath. Transition to seated. Take a little time for that process. And returning just for a brief sit, unless you would like to stay and do your meditation practice. Maybe that's outside underneath the tree today. But this hour has been in practice of meditation. We're mindful, breathing and moving with mindfulness. Seeking the freedom of the spaciousness between our ears. May your day be free from obstacles. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. And I hope to see you soon.
Thanks, Blossom.
You're welcome. I hope it went okay. The bandwidth low message is still showing. I'm glad to see your face, Catherine.
Yes, it's good to see you, and I'm going to send you an email before you go to Maine